could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon and today we're getting our life back together. We are doing a full reset today. I am comfy. I am in my sweats, no makeup, didn't do my hair today. I have my water, of course, because I love to stay hydrated throughout the day with 9.5 pH water. And I am just coming off a full summer of traveling, not every week, but every single weekend. Gregory and I were going on weekend trips. We had weddings, birthdays, so many just good times with family and friends. And we've literally been traveling every weekend besides a few since the end of June. So now that we are home, it's middle of September, ready for fall. And I'm also ready just to do an official reset, get ready for fall and get reorganized in so many areas. Specifically in this video, we'll be talking about planning out the end of the year trips. So any kind of traveling and things I need to prepare for before the end of the year, trying to get all of that sorted. Also, budget and finances and mindset around that we'll be talking about, and also in general how I'm organizing my life. It is also crazy to see that there are almost 2,000 of you subscribed here, so thank you everyone so much for your support. It's so amazing just to see where you guys are at in your life and how you're relating to my videos, and it's so fun just to connect with other people along the same path. So if you haven't subscribed here yet, I definitely encourage you to down below click the red subscribe button. I usually post videos every single Wednesday. I have missed the last, probably I think it was like 2 uploads. I've really been focusing on being present with my family and my friends. And I was really just soaking up the end of summer, as it was our first summer back in New York since moving back from Los Angeles. I do post over on my Instagram at @thelaptoplifestyle_ Monday through Friday. If you guys do want to follow along more so on a daily basis, make sure you follow me over on Instagram and send me a message. Let me know that you came through my YouTube channel. Let me know which video is your favorite and we'll connect more. I have a few things with me to get started. So sometimes I use my iPad for planning, but I use a lot my laptop, my note section, spreadsheets on here, and of course my water. I also have a pad of sticky notes, a pen. I just lit a few candles, and I have my beautiful growing plants around me. This is just our dining room table. It's just a little bit easier to film here than my desk. It's a little bit of a smaller area where my desk is, so I thought it'd be nice to just spread out, relax, get to planning, and I'll take you through it step by step. Okay, so I'm just writing down a list of things that I do want to focus on, and one of the areas is to clean and organize this place. So something that I'm going to be working on is bringing my fall and winter clothes back into my closet. I have 2 closets. One is a bigger closet and one is a smaller closet. They're both in my room, and I don't know if anybody else does this, and maybe it's more of a New York thing, because in Los Angeles, one of my friends said she does not have 2 different wardrobes, but she was also from Florida. So of course every fall time I definitely switch out my wardrobe, like big sweaters and coats and stuff like that. I put that away during the summer. Like, I do not want to see that. Nobody wants to see that when we have our bathing suits out, and vice versa. I do not want to see my bathing suits when there is snow on the ground and we're not able to use them. So that's definitely one thing that I'm going to work on, is getting my fall clothes just incorporated into my summer clothes. I still want to have some like transitional pieces. Not everything has to go, but most of my bathing suits will go. I am going on a trip to Mexico next month. That's something I do need to work on finishing planning. So I need to keep out a few bathing suits for the Mexico trip, and also write down like a list of what I want to bring. It's for a bachelorette party for one of my best friends, so it's going to be super fun. Another thing is I'm just going to do like a regular clean in this house. Gregory always does the bathrooms, which I really appreciate. That's like my least favorite thing. Comment if you get it. But I will kind of do a lot of the house in terms of the living room, the kitchen. I want to vacuum and Swiffer, and for this, like, you can totally break this up into a few different days, especially if you have a bigger house, or if it's overwhelming, or if you're really busy in your daily schedule. Just break up the cleaning throughout a few days, like over the course of 3 different days. So I'm definitely gonna work on that. Something that I also want to work on inside the house, like relating to getting things like cleaned up and organized, is do my arrow garden again. So if you guys missed it, maybe it was like 6 months ago, I think it was this spring, I planted like 6 different herbs into this arrow garden, and this thing is amazing. I got it for my birthday last year, and basically it waters it by itself. You just have to put the water in and then it automatically distributes the water every single day. And it also has its own lighting system, so it'll give the plants, like the light will turn on according to the specific schedule. And so my plants turned out really well. We had parsley, 2 different kinds of basil, mint, which is also still growing, but I've transitioned the plants that grew from that into, like, this is not one of them, but like what I'm saying is into a separate pot so I can continue growing it. Also, I have over here a spider plant. My mom gave me a few cuttings from her spider plant and it's already starting to grow really big. I have another one outside. It's growing really well, but something I want to do, and it'll probably be in my next video, is get my arrow garden growing again. You can grow this year round, and that's really important if you live in a climate that has different seasons, of course, like New York. Like, we're not going to be planting tomatoes outside in the winter. So I actually got some seeds maybe a few months ago. I just haven't done the planting yet because we've been busy traveling. Let me go grab them. Let me see what they are. Okay, here we go. They are snacking pepper, baby broccoli, cucumber, some lettuce, evergreen bunching onions, which looks like just green onions, and then spinach. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there are 6 like slots, like areas in the arrow garden. I'll plant these on my next video and then we're gonna see how they grow. Hopefully we can have some produce that we can eat. That's like just one of my goals. And Gregory and I have been looking for a house to buy in this area, and whenever we do move, I definitely want a garden. I want to plant my own food. Like, I think it's so exciting to eat something fresh from your garden that you made. So that's definitely on my list. I'm not sure, again, I don't think I'm gonna get to it today, but that's something I do want to do now that we're not traveling for a second. Okay, so next I want to get working on my trips for the rest of the year, everything that I need to do and prepare in advance. And what I do, I'll show you guys actually on the screen. I'll pull it up, but I create a note. I'm gonna do it on my phone so I can actually screen record it here. So each month I'll just write down what we're doing. And for the holidays, I'm not too sure yet. We'll probably spend Thanksgiving with Greg's family since Greg's birthday usually falls around Thanksgiving. And then for Christmas, like, I always do go see my family, so I'll probably just do that. But this year we do not have to get on a plane, and I am so excited. Usually during the holidays it's like just so much going on in the airports, and we bring Mushu, and it's like a whole thing to get back here and get a rental car and drive upstate. And so I'm just so happy we don't have to do any of that. So October, I'm gonna write down, and I like using these circles because when you're done you can check it off. So I'm just gonna start adding in like what I need in terms of bathing suits. I know that we need a few specific things. I think it was like different color bathing suits so like the girls can match or something like that. So those are the things I have to look into. I'm gonna need some cash, sandals. So like this is just an example of, I'm gonna continue writing down everything we need. And then in November, I'm gonna make this actually bigger. I'm gonna make it like a header. November, we have another wedding. So I have to do a few things. So I'm a bridesmaid. So I need to get my bridesmaid's dress like altered, tailored. And so I'm gonna actually go this Friday, September 16th. And so that definitely should be enough time to get it tailored. I already have shoes, so I'll put that down, silver shoes, and I like how you can check it off. I have to get a gift, a dog sitter. We actually did book our dog sitter, so that's good. Hotel is booked. And for all my trips, I just try and think through every little detail. I'm definitely like big on planning. I guess the only other thing I need to think about specifically like to bring is a dress for the rehearsal dinner the night before. And I really feel like that is a good list so far. If anything else comes to mind, I'll definitely write it down, but just getting a sense of like what you need to bring specifically and what you need to do to go away. Like say you need a dog sitter or a babysitter or whatever you need at home to be settled so you can go on a trip. It's definitely things I try and think through. Okay, I think this is a pretty good start right now. I just wrote down Christmas plans because even though it's mid-September, it will come up sooner than later, having family flying and everything. But on this note of planning and writing down what we need to do, I love these sticky notes. They're like bigger than regular size. I think they're the size of my phone. They're about the size of an iPhone. And so just every single day I write down what I need to get done that day. So today was film this YouTube video, film tomorrow's reel, since I do post reels on Instagram 5 days a week, edit both of these videos as well, call 2 of my family members, and then I have to order 2 tickets for something. So everything, including personal and work, I write down on one list so it's all together. I actually used to separate things into 2 different lists, but I find that having everything together works for me. So play around with that as well in terms of organizing what you have to do every single day. But I do like these to-do lists because as soon as I'm done with the day, take it off, throw it out, it's done. And honestly, anything I didn't get done that still needs to, I'll just put it on the list for tomorrow. Right now it's almost 2 o'clock and I did 1 thing on my list out of 2, 4. There are 8 things on my to-do list and 1 is crossed off. So we'll see how far we get. I do like to put more things on the list than sometimes, you know, I think are possible, just in case like I do have extra time left over, or tonight, like usually Greg and I will watch something on Netflix that night just to wind down. I can do like, you know, some kind of editing while we're watching that. So I will usually put more on my to-do list than not. Okay, so that feels really good. A lot of things I have figured out, planned out, and now we're on to finances, bills, tracking, figuring out where we spent our money this summer. And I used to be one of those people who never looked at things in detail, just paid the credit card, paid whatever it was, and never really looked into what I was paying. I just, whatever it was, just go ahead, and not really putting things into categories like food or shopping or traveling, or just looking at the categories, but also making like a goal and making a savings goal and then putting money towards your savings goal. It was more like, well, whatever's left over, I guess, is what I'm saving this month. Having a boyfriend who is also a financial advisor has changed that a lot. And I actually use 2 different systems on my computer that I want to show you guys about. One is mint.com. It's an app and you can also get it on your computer. And then another one is a spreadsheet that I got from Etsy. So I'll share the link below. This spreadsheet is really helpful for me. First of all, because it's aesthetically pleasing. Like, I love the colors, I love how it's laid out, the fonts, everything. I'm definitely like a visual learner and a visual kind of person. So if I can see it, it really makes everything clear, and it also helps me like understand it better. So I wanted to show you guys this real quick. Okay, I turned up the brightness, so I don't think you can see everything on here, but I want to give you the gist. So the first page of the spreadsheet is just giving you information about how to use it. Next, you have an annual dashboard. This will pull in everything from the other tabs. Like, it breaks it down into every single month, January, February, March, every single month, and it will pull it back into your annual dashboard, your net worth dashboard. You can use trackers as well, savings, investment, bill trackers. I actually found this spreadsheet from Carter Sullivan on YouTube as well. She used this and I was like, wow, this is such a good way just to look at everything right in front of you. So what you're going to do is you're going to, you know, add in your different bills, add in your savings goals, things like that, add in your investments, your short-term, long-term debt, everything like that. And then say, for example, here's January, you're going to add in what you're going to be budgeting for your income. Sometimes people's income is the same, sometimes it's variable. So at the end of the month, you can go back and like put in your actual income, what you earned, but you're gonna add in the bills, everything like this will auto-populate from what you put in on your other tabs. And then, so say you have different kinds of income streams, paycheck 1, 2, sold items, side hustles, dividends. You're gonna add all this as you go, and then also expenses. I really like the expense tracker because for me, again, like I wasn't looking at the details, so this really helps to see where your money goes. But I wanted to show you guys where I get all of the information to add into here, because if you have, say, like 1, 2, even if you have 3 credit cards, maybe a checkings account, a savings account, a retirement account, there can be so many accounts that you're not really sure what to check, and it can be a lot to check every single month or whenever you're inputting this. Like, say you're doing this once a week on Sundays and putting everything. So what I use is mint.com, and I'm obviously not going to sign in and show you guys all the details. So here's just like the page before you sign up for Mint, and this can give you like a better look of what it looks like. So for Mint, what you're gonna do is you're going to sync up all of your accounts, and so it's in one place. So then it'll just say things like upcoming bills, and I'll have all your bills here, no matter where they're coming out of, whether you're paying by debit card or credit card. Another thing is that it puts your different bills, or it also puts your transactions into categories. You can change the categories, edit, add different ones. And so at the end of the day, you can find the full category and see how much you spent in that specific category that month. What I also like is these budget alerts. So you set up a budget for like each area, say shopping, or some of them are like restaurants or going out, and it'll incorporate all of your accounts, right? So whether I went to a restaurant and paid with my debit card, the next day I went out to lunch and I paid with my credit card, it'll take all of that and it can recognize like whether it's a restaurant or, you know, the gym transaction, whatever it may be, and label it accordingly. And it'll let you know when you're close to hitting that budget. The free credit score is also nice, but that's really what I wanted to share about finances and how I began to budget this year. This year was really the first year I took it upon myself, because previously, since Greg and I do share the bills in the house and we live together, we have worked together to make joint budgets, but I wasn't going the extra step and being like, okay, let's look at everything that I have on myself and what I spend each month, and let's work on that and focus on that and just make sure like there's the awareness first and foremost. You'd be surprised like how many hidden fees or other things that you're like, wait, what is this? And why is this on my card? And, or like, why am I still paying for this? Sometimes I'll download apps and I'll mean to delete them like the next month or cancel the subscription, and I never do. In that case, sometimes you can call or send them an email and tell them like this was on accident, and sometimes they'll refund you. But basically what I wanted to share was having these two methods has really helped in the finance area. Getting your finances together is such a big part of your life, and it also just feels very empowering too. I'm just looking at my calendar, and I think that's really everything that I wanted to go through in terms of getting a reset on my life today. I'm gonna finish up with doing some cleaning, but thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope this video helped you also reset, reorganize your life. If your summer was crazy as well, and now you're finally getting to take a deep breath and work on yourself, focusing a little bit on yourself as well. Don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone who you think it might be really helpful for them as well. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.